What's up, movie trivia Schmoedown fans? It's me again. I'm back. Missed out on a couple of matches from the past week. Got a new job. Things are a little bit crazy right now, but I have just enough time to watch some of the matches that have been released. Starting with the Star Wars, I believe it's the semi-finals of the tournament. I think the Star Wars trivia match between Gold Leader and Zack Burkett of the Stars. Obviously, you can clearly see who I'm supporting. Nothing against Zack Burkett. I love Roxy. I love the Stars. It's just Gold Leader is on fire this season. And to be honest, I really want to see I really want to see Gold Leader versus Thomas Harper. I mean, sue me. I think I might have just been spoiled on whether or not Gold Leader wins, but I haven't actually checked it out to confirm it. So, as far as I can tell, it's still an open game. So that's why I don't want to go too far down that rabbit hole. So yeah, I think Gold Leader is going to win. And also, as of the recording of this video, I'm also scheduled to be guest starring on a show with him tomorrow. Again, as of the recording of this video. So yeah, I want to show my support for the Gold Leader himself. So yeah, obviously I will be participating myself, as I do in every match. And this being a Star Wars match, I hope I can do better than the norm. So here we go. Star Wars Trivia Tournament, Gold Leader versus Zack Burkett. Here we go! Oh, this guy. And this other guy.
Well. What do we have here?
Gucci, I'm a big fan. I'm so excited.
So what's the scenario here? What do you need me here for?
I want to play the Keytar for, a faction that actually wins. So I figured, you could take my Keytar talents or whatever. You need me to go, rough somebody up in an alley or something, whatever you want me to do. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to be a part of the exchange.
Yeah, you were with Walt Wittenbaum and, Sam Levine, when, he spells his name with 2 M's. Who does that? It's just ridiculous. There's no way he was born like that. It's like he just added it for star purposes or his character name. I just don't get it. You don't see me spelling Tom with 2 M's. You know what I mean? Obviously, it's not really easy to get into the exchange. It's the highest level of the Schmoedown. There's no question about it. You know what I mean? It's like whatever the highest level of anything is, this is equivalent to that. To be in the exchange is a very interesting thing. You're going to have to answer 3 questions here. And they better be quick, thorough, and to the point.
Okay.
Who is the best Schmoedown faction of all time?
Now, you could say the exchange. You could say the Lion's Den, because the Lion's Den was essentially the birth of the exchange, which is now the greatest faction of all time. But, the exchange was the exchange before the exchange even became the exchange. So I think you have to say the exchange.
A lot of exchanges in that.
I think you're right. It's a great synopsis. The Lion's Den started all factions.
Yeah.
I like that. It shows history. And that's what we are here.
The 4 Horsemen was the first.
A little less history, a lot more mystery. But then sometimes you want to do history and a lot more mystery. It's a difference. Anyway. Question 2. Who is the best manager of all time?
Oh,
6-time manager.
Obviously, it's you.
Yeah, that's stupid. I don't even know why. I don't even know why Barbarian wrote that question here. But it's an easy question. Obviously, I talked to Frank Stallone the other day. He knows it too.
Oh yeah, Frank Stallone knows that. Yeah.
Let's go to question 3 here. What is the best pizza parlor?
Pizza USA, obviously.
Pizza USA.
Yes.
That was obvious.
A lot of people didn't believe in it, but it is the best. They have the sesame seed crust. They have mozzarella imported from Tuscany. Okay. And then they have the sauce imported from a small country in Russia. Anyway, they're doing everything right over there. And I appreciate that you know that. And those are the 3 questions. Like I said, man, to get into the Finstock Exchange is not easy. It's not easy, but guess what? You're in. Hit the tune.
Let's do it.
That's drugs for the eardrums.
Drugs for the eardrums.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the movie trivia Schmoedown. It's the Star Wars tournament. It keeps on moving. It's the semifinals, and we have our very last match in the semifinals. Who will go on to the finals between the Attack, Zack Burkett from the Stars, and the man with the golden smile, Gold Leader from the Finstock Exchange, Mark Ellis? How you doing, and are you expecting the battle I'm expecting?
It's an oxymoron today, Christian, because usually in a Star Wars movie, Gold Leader would be leading an attack or a charge on something, but now they find themselves in a very awkward position because they are foes and they're looking to get to that championship round and possibly win the whole tournament. And all we know for sure as of this moment, Christian, is that both these gentlemen have displayed enough Star Wars know-how in their short history in the Schmoedown to prove they belong at the top of the rung.
Yeah, and there's a lot of smack talk here, because if you look at when Zack Burkett played up against Adam Witt in the first round, it was a great match. They played really well, and Zack showed that he was the competitor everybody was expecting him to be, but there was more of a mutual respect. The second that match was over and they asked, who do you want to win between Marie Wilson and Gold Leader, he said, I like Marie, but I want Gold Leader because I want to shut his mouth. Now the question is Gold Leader inside of his head, or is this just someone that got on the wrong side of the attack? And we're about to see it, because Gold Leader's been doing that to everybody. He fits in to the exchange like a glove. Perfectly. So, yeah. This is one of those matches. You've been paying attention to social media and everything that's been going on. These two don't like each other.
Clearly. They do not. And for the Attack, you simply would say, well, look, he is under the charge and care of Roxy Stryer for the Stars. And I think that Roxy, even if a Cheshire Cat grin human being like a Gold Leader could get in someone's head pre-match, I think that Roxy has enough motivational speech recall in her repertoire to get him out of the head when he really needs to focus on those questions round 2, round 3, and possibly sudden death, because we know it's Star Wars. We could be here for a little bit, partner, to show us how we got to this point. Here's another great promo.
That really didn't work, didn't it? I'm sorry.
Gold Leader does it, advances to the next round after defeating a very, very game Marie Wilson, who put up a fight. It was hard to catch up to someone like Gold Leader today. There are some people, Mark, when they're just in the zone, and Gold Leader was in the zone.
This is probably the most difficult the division has ever been.
Yes, I'm super impressed by every player. Gold Leader, all the crap he talks and all the crap I talk back about him, he's good. He knows his stuff.
This is our tournament for the taking. We plan on taking down anybody who gets in our way, and honestly, truly don't care who that is.
I want Gold Leader. I want to take him on myself. Yeah, he's been talking a lot of smack online on Facebook and stuff. I want to shut him down.
Saying he's gonna wipe the smug smile off your face. Any comment on the next round?
I would like to see him try. It happened. Zack and I are finally facing each other. I've been calling this since before the draft, so I'm just glad it's finally here. I have been waiting for him to step up because we live in the same city. We've hung out on multiple occasions. I'm tired of the beef. I want to squash it now by winning that match.
Gold Leader? Psh, more like Gold Loser.
The odds are in our favor. I'm determined to get to the end and avenge him and kick whoever's butt who has that belt.
I felt good coming into this one. Marie, I love Marie, but I just felt it today.
You might have gotten one over on Marie, but it won't happen with me. I'm sick of your smug smile, sick of you talking crap about Dragon Con players. I'm gonna wipe that Bantha Poodoo eating grin off your face and swat you down like a pesky minot.
People keep telling me they hate my smile. They want to wipe the smile off my face. It's a pretty negative world out there. I'm a pretty positive person. I'm positive that I am the greatest Star Wars player the Schmoedown has ever seen.
This ends today, so you better hurry up, Goldenrod. We're gonna become a permanent resident in the loser circle.
Well, there you go. That is exactly what we're talking about.
On a mission right now to take out
the
all
words
the
that are thrown back,
players.
not only from Gold Leader, not only from the attack, but from Roxy and Dagnino, as always.
He's gonna go.
This goes back before there were factions. Roxy was always like, why do people say that Gucci is a good manager? He's terrible. And they've been going back at it long to days of Who's the Boss and Odd Couple and all of these matches. They've had their beef. So this is as much about Dagnino versus Roxy as it is Gold Leader versus Burkett.
Yeah, there's been a lot of verbal jabs between Roxy
Will we see
and
another
Dagnino
negative
over
one
the years,
from
and
the
then
exchange?
this new rivalry between Gold Leader and Attack. The bottom line is this. Our job, Christian, is to ask questions, maybe make a ruling occasionally, but more often than not, it's just to corral the action and the microphones that are currently being utilized. This should be a fun one, and everybody at home watching right now, buckle up, see how you do. It's probably going to be better than Christian and I would have fared if we had to answer these questions.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie trivia Schmoedown. Introducing first, representing the Stars, with a record of 1 win, no defeats in the Star Wars division. He is the Attack, Zack Burkett. Zack, the Attack Burkett is here. Zack, listen, man, as I said, there has been some words thrown between you two. You have said it from the top. Gold Leader has gotten under your skin. What is it about Gold Leader that pisses you off, man?
Man, I swear his name should be Goldenrod because he runs his mouth more than C-3PO. I'm not afraid of this guy, Goldilocks. You know, he's a Finstock guy. That's the clown show over there.
Does he have
you
the
know, they're
Armenian
entertaining.
flag
They're good for a laugh.
But I think it's the Armenian
flag. I'm not here to clown around. I'm here to win.
Sure about that.
So, Gold Wiener's going down.
I do remember that it has an orange.
And as you intimate that he should be called Goldenrod, that was a nice nickname for C-3PO. Maybe not so nice of a nickname from Han Solo, and he's got a little switch you can turn off. So why are you, Attack, the right person to find that switch and to be able to turn off Gold Leader, not once and for all, but at least for the duration of this tournament?
I just want the satisfaction. It's going to feel good to find that switch and flip it.
Yeah, and you know, when you talk about that, and as we mentioned before, there is not only this new rivalry that's starting between the two of you guys and the chance to get to the finals here, but there is that rivalry between your manager Roxy Striar and Bobby Gucci. What is that like going into? What does Roxy say about preparing for any time you go up against Gucci and one of his cronies?
So I mean, I understand Roxy and Gucci, whatever his name is, have that whole rivalry, that whole thing. But I kind of have to separate myself from that because I'm here to play. I'm here to win. I'm only worried about who my opponent is and not so much what's going on with the managers. So that's all kind of above my head. They can have their little rivalry, but I'm here to just focus on what I have to do to get the job done.
All right. Well, you are here to get the job done, and good luck to you, sir. And we'll see you in just a moment.
Thanks.
And his opponent, representing the Finstock Exchange, with a record of 2 wins, no defeats in the Star Wars division. This is Gold Leader! What are you doing now? What is that? What do you got? What do you have there? What is that?
I've been doing some research, and it appears that the funeral flower to honor the dead as their soul leaves is the lily. I don't mean to make flowers my thing, but I wanted something to honor the vicious and brutal bodying that will be happening today, because it's going to be hot. It's going to be a hot one.
You've already proven the fact. Your opponent here has stated that you talk too much, and he's calling you goldenrod, and he's going. Why do you think that you get under people's skin so much? Because you have a lot of people who don't like you.
He's on the
people
exchange.
Just don't like having their
need
enemies
to
having a
ask?
good time, and I have a really good time. This is really fun for me, so I'm gonna keep going, and I just hope I keep pissing people off along the way. I'm gonna keep knocking over these dominoes, as long as y'all keep stacking them up.
I will say you are pretty good at smiling, and that seems to bring joy to some people. Let's talk about that manager of yours. Unfortunately, when you have been game planning, talking about this match strategy-wise, being asked questions, does he ever bring up the name Roxy Stryer?
Does he?
No. He couldn't be focused on anything other than this team, other than himself, and I love him for that because he watches after his own. He does not give a heck what is going on with any of these other teams. I'm not going to swear, I promise. He doesn't care what's going on with these other teams. He just cares what's going on in our own house, and that's why I love him.
All right, last question before we get going here. You know, this is a thing where, is this a personal because Zach came after you, challenged you, wanted you to win? Is it personal, or is it about just getting to the finals, getting that title shot so early into your career? You're two wins away from a title shot in your early Schmoedown career.
I mean, in my personal life, I view Zach as a friend, some kind of cohort, but all I see is red when I'm in this match. All I see is blood in the water, and I'm coming for him. I'm going after it because he's no friend of mine in the Schmoedown. There are no friends here, except for me and Bobby Gucci.
Well, fair enough. Good luck to you, Go Leader. All right, Mark. So our competitors are here. What are the rules around number one?
I guess one of the rules should be the announcers probably shouldn't be too good of friends with any competitor. So let's just get to the actual rules in a Star Wars match. Round number one features 10 questions from 10 different corners of the galaxy far, far away. Each question's worth a point. There's no penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing in round number one. There is no stealing anyway. As soon as we ask the question, you have about 15 seconds to get that correct answer. From the back of your head onto whatever writing surface you prefer. Once we ask you by name or nickname, please show what you wrote to your camera as your attempt into the microphone, and keep that answer held up in front of your camera for a few extra seconds just to make things easy on Christian and I. We are the combined age of one of the Golden Girls, and our eyes aren't what they used to be. Or at least his aren't. I still eat carrots. You each have 3 usages of the JTE rule throughout the duration of the match. If you're not sure you heard a question right, you just want to buy yourself another 15 seconds to get that correct answer, use a JTE rule. You also each have 1 challenge that you may utilize at any point throughout the 3-round match. You or your manager may initiate it. We'll bring all parties in. We'll hear all arguments. And it will ultimately be your manager that confirms and ratifies that said challenge is taking place. Christian, let's do some light speed skipping. Am I right? That's from the most recent Star Wars.
All right, Mark. So our competitors are here. The rules have been read. So we are going to ask Gold Leader, are you ready?
Always.
Burkett, are you ready?
Without a doubt. Let's do it.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown. Round number one. Question number one. We're going to start with Revenge of the Sith. Palpatine asks Anakin if he has heard the tragedy of whom?
Very good grammar by you, Christian. I just realized if this is Brady Bunch, you would be Carol and I would be Mike.
Yeah, I agree. All right. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, hands up. We start with Gold Leader.
Of Darth Plagueis the Wise.
Darth Plagueis the Wise.
Yes, and Zach.
Darth Plagueis the Wise.
All right, so
such a knowledge of the dark side.
The first question, Mark. Question 2.
Yeah, would have just accepted Darth Plagueis. The boy's already showing off. Your next category is mixed bag. Oh my God!
You can't say the tragedy of Darth Plagueis without
Let's see what it is for a point.
It's just
in
impossible.
Solo, a Star Wars story, Han says he's going to be what? The best in the galaxy. That's a bit of a tongue twister thinker, and it's mixed bag, and it's Solo, brought to you by Denny's. A lot of moving parts to this answer, Christian.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, hands up, please. We start with Zach.
A pilot, the best in the galaxy.
Pilot.
Yes.
And
for
took
Gold
4
Leader.
questions in a row.
A pilot.
In one of the most arguably
All right, gentlemen. Question number 3.
quotable franchise of all time.
The Rise of Skywalker. Which character says the iconic line, "I have a bad feeling about this," in The Rise of Skywalker?
You use that quote around the house often, and if you do, does anyone in your family pick up it's from Star Wars?
Well, my daughter uses it. 5, 4, 3.
Smart.
I need
1.
to
Pens down, hands up, please, and we start with Gold Leader.
Is it Poe Dameron?
Lando Calrissian.
Yes, sir. The attack.
Yeah, I was...
Lando Calrissian.
We're all tied up
Kind of
at 3 as we get to
between the
question
two, but
4 here. Question 4.
I don't know.
And that is in the
Lando
category
makes
of
more
planets
sense.
and locations. And the question: on what planet is Stas Alley killed by her clone troopers in Revenge of the Sith?
Now, I envision PJ Campbell and the writers going, all right, you think you know that one? Try this. And these two are just like, all right.
I think I got it.
Yeah, I've never heard of this character.
Yeah,
4.
yeah, I think I got it.
3.
Yeah.
2, 1.
I know planets.
Pens down, please. And Zach.
Saleucami? Yes.
Yes. And for Gold Leader.
Saleucami.
That's all right. You guys belong here. All right. What's here is the next question. This is a question of who said it.
I did.
In A New Hope. Who said, "We seem to be made to suffer. It's our lot in life." Now, you know, when you see PJ Campbell, I bet you right now, if you could see him, he was just like, those guys didn't even blink at that question. You thought that was going to be the one. I know that was going to be.
They're hitting the fastball.
4, 3, 2.
I mean, I got that question too, you know.
Pens down, hands up, please, and we start with Gold Leader.
Goldenrod himself, C-3PO.
Yes, and Zach.
C-3PO, my opponent himself, Goldenrod.
5-5.
That's what
5-5,
I
and
said.
now I get to question 6.
That's in the category of The Last Jedi, Episode 8, the original, not the remake. And here's the question for a point. Snoke says to Rey, "Still that fiery spit of hope. You have the spirit of a blank." We are looking for the exact quote to finish off that line.
And
Counting down, who's going to blink first?
3, 2, 1. Pens down, hands up. We start with Zach on this one.
I went with the obvious.
A true Jedi.
A
Yes,
true
sir.
Jedi.
Gold Leader.
A true Jedi.
True
Okay.
Jedi.
Well, I was
No
close.
one
I
has
was in the area.
yet.
I was in the neighborhood.
And now we get to question
I might
7.
give myself half a point. But
Heroes and villains. Who voices the character of Zero the Hutt in the Clone Wars movie? Who was a member of the Hutt clan and Jabba's uncle?
I'll tell you what upsets me more than anything, Christian, is when it's a really hard question you think, and they excitedly start writing down the answer before we're even done asking it. That bothers me.
Zach was writing when the countdown was at 14. 5, 4, 3,
This is a
2,
complete guess,
1. Pens
and I'm
down,
pretty
please.
sure
Hands
it's
up,
wrong.
and we start with Gold Leader.
Is it Alan Tudyk?
Corey Burton.
Yes, sir. And Zach.
Corey Burton.
Got it. I almost want to say that they're wrong just to see the look on their face because I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that at all.
We don't want to go down that road.
No. All right, question 8.
It is in the category of The Empire Strikes Back, a very, very good Star Wars film. And in Episode 5, Yoda tells Luke, if you end your training now, if you choose the quick and easy path as Vader did, you will become an agent of what?
What do you think's more?
Exact quote.
Who's more on the edge of the seat, the audience or PJ Campbell, wondering if he's actually going to stump one of these guys?
I think PJ's probably resigned himself.
3, 2. Pens down, please, and we start with Zach.
The dark side?
Agent of Evil.
Yes, and Gold
What
Leader.
about it? But I don't know.
Evil.
I felt
All right, so
I felt that was
we
too easy
are
of an
now
answer.
going to get
But
to
I did have
the
it in
next
the back of
question
my
here,
mind. It was an option.
and that is question 9.
I'm falling way behind.
Force Awakens. Which actor cameos as weak-minded FN-1824, who Rey uses the Force on to get out of her restraints while on Starkiller Base in The Force Awakens?
All right, and no holes
Took
in
me a
their
while to
game.
pull his
Doesn't
name
matter.
out of-
Classic.
Out of the drawer that I have.
Sequels, prequels,
I have
animated.
a drawer of names in my mind.
3,
I just needed to
2,
take some time to look
1.
for it.
Pens down, hands up, gold leader.
Daniel Craig.
Yes, sir. Zach.
Daniel Craig.
9-9. They guys know exactly why they're in the semifinals, and we are getting to, I doubt it, but what should be our last question in round 1. But the bonus is out there. So, Mark, what is the last category, quote unquote?
The bonus looming for both gentlemen rather large. The final category is the Life Day special. No, I wish it was, but it's actually Return of the Jedi. No questions about Chewie's grandpa. Query at hand for a point and for a perfect round for both you gentlemen. Who does Luke tell that if he doesn't make it back, they are the only hope for the Alliance? On you, Christian. You got to throw the kitchen sink at him. Life Day, Ewoks movies, Mandalorian, Rebels.
The Freemaker Adventures.
This prep. 5.
Just putting it out there.
4, 3, 2, 1.
It is 10 as
And
far
we
as I
start with Zach.
know. Leia.
Leia.
Perfect round and a double goal leader.
Leia.
We are perfect here. So a bonus question, gentlemen, to get 11 in round 1. Here is the bonus question. You have to write it down just like before. Here it
Did I
is.
get the last question?
K2SO says that he'll be there for Jin because who said he had to be?
All right, they excitedly start scribbling. In all likelihood, correct answer again. And then the wheel round, Christian. It could just be that one brain fart that separates the winner from the loser.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, hands up, please. Gold leader.
Cassian.
Cassian said I had to.
I was
Yes,
gonna
sir.
say that, but
And
he
the
beat me
attack.
to it.
Cassian did say he had to.
11-11. What a match thus far. And we got exactly the semifinals match we thought we were going to as we get to round number 2. It is the wheel round. Mark, how does it go?
Round number 2. If you both know this much about Star Wars, you should be friends. I guess that's for another day. Right now, it's the wheel round.
I
The
got
wheel
7
of fate,
so far.
doom, and
Potentially 6.
destiny.
I might have
Each competitor gets to
missed
spin at that there
question
wheel.
that
Once
I
you
got.
settle
I
on a
don't know,
category,
but
you're
I'm
going to hear
going with
5
the high
questions
roll
from that particular
for now,
round.
because I
Each question's
definitely
worth
need
2
it.
points. There is no penalty for missing a question. However, stealing is available in round number 2. So if you're not sure of the answer, you can ask us for multiple choice. We're nice fellows. We'll give you 4 options, one of which we're told is the correct answer. At that point, the value of the question
Allegedly.
does go down to 1. So we have 10 to 10, and then 11 to 11 for the bonus questions, Christian, and it's going to be gold leader just by proxy of tiebreaker getting to choose whether he would like to spin first or defer to his opponent. Gold leader, what say you?
I will defer.
Flint
There she
some
is.
defer.
Roxy's trying. You got 60 seconds to talk to your competitor starting now.
I don't know that I've ever wanted to see a grown man cry as much as I want him to cry. Like his face is bothering me. So I'm so grateful for what you're doing right
classic
now,
Roxy
which
going
is
for
showing
the
him that
face insults.
he is not the only one. He's not the only one. You are a star. You are here for a reason. And honestly, any of the jitters that you had, you just proved to yourself you know everything. Everything they're going to ask you, you know the answer to. And now you have the confidence to pull those answers. So going into this next round, I want to spin the wheel, but it doesn't actually matter. It doesn't actually matter what we land on. And that's the truth, because no matter what we land on, you are capable of getting every single point on that board. And if for some reason there is an outlier of a question, that doesn't matter either. Just keep moving forward. You've got this. I believe in you. Let's spin the wheel and see how we do.
All right. Thank you,
his
Roxy. Here's the wheel. Here's the spin.
All right, round and round. It's about
Opponent's
to
choice
go.
and spinner's choice even relevant in the Star Wars division?
And I
Just
mean,
out of curiosity.
it's always a question of what. Like, there's so much on this wheel that do they know, do they don't know? You never really know. But Revenge of the no,
Oh no,
that is
it's
actually mixed bag. That is mixed bag.
Oh.
So
Ooh.
Do you want to stay on mixed bag, or do you want to get 60 seconds?
So, Roxy?
How are you feeling on this one? I think that if that's where we end up, it's fine, but I think it's always better to know what we're working with.
Yep, I'm with you. I agree. I think we should. That's just one where I think we would spin again.
Yeah, the wheel's in the middle anyway, so I feel like it's telling us, give it another spin. Let's do this.
Couldn't hurt.
Although, really, it doesn't. Yep.
All right, spin. All right, so now whatever Zach lands on, he's got to get. He's got to take, unless, of course, it's opponent's choice, then Gold Leader would pick. And here it is. And
almost if you need choice.
Force Awakens.
Love
all
that.
right, well,
I've seen that the most.
all right,
out of
so
the new
Gold
one,
Leader is
so
back, and we are going to get
let's
5 questions now in the realm of the Force Awakens. All right, Zach, here you go. Are you ready?
The
Ready.
horse
All right.
of Fakens.
In The Force Awakens, why does Rey wish to return to the planet Jakku?
She's waiting for her family to return.
For 2 points.
I just had she's waiting.
All right.
But, okay.
Question number 2. In The Force Awakens, what insult does Han use when saying someone put a compressor on the ignition line?
Moof Milker!
Some moof milker.
I've been waiting for this question
Correct.
to come up at the show.
Question
now.
3. In The Force Awakens, Han mentions that the Guavian Death Gang must have tracked them from where?
Nantoon.
Correct for 2 more points. So far, he is cleaning up. And now we get to question number 4. In The Force Awakens, Finn has a lightsaber and fights against a stormtrooper who is using what specific riot baton?
Fish.
A Z6 riot control baton.
Going to be here all night because that's
the
correct.
designation of the
And
stormtrooper, which
here
I knew.
is question 5, the final question in the round. In The Force Awakens, when Han, Chewie, and Finn first arrive on Ilium, Hux gets a report from an officer that says the superweapon will be charged in how long?
Okay, this could be.
Can I get multiple choice, please?
one.
You can. Is it A, 15 minutes, B, 10 minutes, C, 25 minutes, D, 20 minutes?
I think it's 20 minutes.
I'm going to say A, 15 minutes.
You'd be correct for 1 more point. So, goes to multiple choice once
Interesting.
and
I
sees
think
himself
last time
20
was
to
they asked
11.
about how long
Big
it took
lead. Big
the
lead over
original
Gold Leader.
Death
That's a
Star
9-point lead going into
charge
round
the
number
power.
3 for him. But he's got a.
Now the rest
Gold
of you
Leader
about,
now has an opportunity
Star
to
Killer
get
Base. That's
some
interesting.
points on the board.
Pink Gucci.
I love that he's muted. It's really
He's
great.
muted.
Yeah, should we tell him or no?
I got your Gucci card. It's coming in the mail, man. It's a fantastic round,
Nice.
per the usual. All right. You know, he opened a door for us. Now we got to kick it down.
Yeah,
You know,
I mean,
Roxy's got something called false memory syndrome, where she seemingly remembers events that never happened, a.k.a. her never beating me. So that's just the way it is. Fantastic stuff there, dude. 3 JTE rules. Let's clean his clock here. Let's go home. Let's spin the
Clean
wheel.
house.
Let's do it.
You got to put you on mute.
Round and round. We hear the inner workings of
I'm
Roxy
starting to think
Strier's
Christian put him
apartment.
on
It
mute on
is
purpose.
going to be Return of the Jedi by a hair.
By a hair.
How you feeling, Papa?
Let's go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, why
I
not?
mean, Gold Leader's not going to say no to anything.
All right, Mark. So now Gold Leader is up, and he's going to get 5 questions in the realm of Return of the Jedi.
Take that as a sign that Gold Leader is trying to be friends with me. I'll also remind Tom Dagnino to definitely now mute his mic because we definitely don't want to hear what goes on behind closed doors at your place. So now, Gold Leader, 5 questions in the realm of the greatest Star War of all time, Return of the Jedi, for 2 points. Unless you need multiple choice, your first question. In Return of the Jedi, how much does Jabba the Hutt initially want to pay for the captured Chewbacca?
25,000.
It's a lot, but not nearly enough for that, Wookiee. That is correct for
True.
2 points. We move on to question number 2. In Episode 6, Lando tells Han that he is now a general because someone must have told them about what battle?
Ooh. The Battle of Tanab.
Yeah, it was a nice little maneuver he pulled there, and that is for 2 more points. And so, Gold Leader trying to close in on the lead of attack. Here's your third question. Who said you're going to die here, you know? Convenient.
Han Solo.
Not all that optimistic at that particular time. And now we find ourselves at the penultimate question in the world of Return of the Jedi for Gold Leader. If he gets it, he's going to cut the lead to 1. In Return of the Jedi, how many squads are sent for help when Han tricks the crew inside the generator?
3.
Wow. Send 3 squads to help is correct, and here is where we stand. One last question remains in all of round number 2, and if Gold Leader hits it right off the bat for 2 points, he will enjoy 1 point lead going into round number 3. And that question is, in the subject of Return of the Jedi, Lando tells Wedge to shoot at the power generator in what tower?
The North Tower.
It was the North Tower, and that is a perfect round number 2 without the aid of multiple choice. And that is the operative word here, Christian, because it's a 1 point lead for Gold Leader going into round 3.
By 1 point, he leads going into round number 3, and anything can happen in the Star Wars division. But it is now round number 3. It is the final round. Mark, what are the rules of round number 3?
It feels like I'm Han Solo in Return of the Jedi saying Chewie and me have been in worse situations than this. For either one of these competitors, fireworks are about to ensue. And in round number 3, each one of you is going to field 3 questions in total. Your first question's worth 2 points. Your next one is worth 3 points. Your final question, should we make it that far, is worth 5 of the biggest points of your tournament. There's no penalty for missing a question, and there is no stealing in round number 3. In order to generate those questions, we need some help from our competitors. You're going to give us a series of numbers. These numbers may range from 1 to 20 because each number corresponds to a unique category of know-how in the galaxy far, far away. You may not pick the same numerals as your opponent. And so we start with the leader by 1, who happens to be Gold. So Gold Leader, your 3 lucky numbers from 1 to 20, what feels destined?
We're going to go 2, 3, and 7.
2, 3, and 7.
I knew Zach would appreciate that one.
You stole my exact numbers, man.
It does sound familiar. I just can't
Zach.
remember from when.
Let's go 4, 8, and 12 because he took mine.
60 seconds starting now.
Where do I know that one from? 2, 3,
I mean,
7.
you see how the light shines down on me so beautifully and illuminates the pink.
Yeah.
The light shines off your jacket like that as well. You illuminate greatness. And that's exactly what you're doing here. Look, I see it in his face. He's shook. He's down 1. He know the pressure's all on him. He knows he needs everything. Period. Yep. Roxy doesn't know what she's doing. Great numbers, by the way, as well. The best numbers. Good strategy. You know, like I said, let's air them out here and take care of business, and we'll see everybody in the finals.
All right, guys, 60 seconds starting now.
I don't know what he's saying. I don't ever know what he's saying. I don't know also if he understands that his player also needs to get every question right.
4, 1, 2 is.
You both have to get every question right. That's how one wins the game when it's a 1 point game. So, Zach, whatever you're thinking right now in your head, I'm sure you're thinking, I wish I could have not pulled multiple choice on that one. Drop it.
One of the
I don't care. We don't care. That's what's done is done. You did an amazing job round 1 and round 2.
I'm not too sure about that.
You've not missed a question
Victor,
yet.
Echo
You don't have
1.
multiple choice to rely on this, and that's probably really good for you because you picked some incredibly sexy numbers, and I know you know the answers to all these questions. So you're playing against yourself right now. We're going to ignore the smiling face doofus over there for a hot second and let him do his thing while you do your thing, which is answer your 2, your 3, and your 5. You do those things, and we are going to bring home this gold. And Gold Leader is going to be Silver Leader from here on out. So you've got this. I know you do. And just know that in your head because I know you're shook over that 1 point, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
That's time. Thank you, Roxy. Okay, so now we have our 2 competitors here, Mark, and we're going to start with Zach. Zach chose
Zach Leader.
Category 4.
That's right. Both gentlemen well hydrated for the final round. And Zach, has inadvertently, with number 4 Jim Harbaugh's Michigan number, chosen the Clone Wars movie. For 2 points, and your question. Attack, who voices the character of Mace Windu in the Clone Wars movie?
Samuel
L. Jackson.
You are mother effing right, and that gives Attack the lead, and we pivot over to Gold Leader.
It's a good thing he came back.
All right,
for
so
that
now we're
movie,
getting to
not
Gold
the rest
Leader,
of the series,
and Gold Leader,
because that makes this
he
question
chose
easier.
category 2. That is in the category of The Last Jedi.
I think this question was also asked during the countouts.
He did just that, much to the chagrin of his opponent,
No,
and
wait,
now
that
to
was Count
retake
Dooku,
that
sorry, my
lead
bad.
for 2 points in the world of Episode 8.
His favorite.
Which actor took over the role of Chewbacca in the film from the legendary Peter Mayhew?
Yunus Swatomo.
Jonas Watomo.
I knew his first name. I didn't know his last name. He's a nice guy in person. Christian, Gold Leader
And
has the
a
lead once
very
again.
large
We go
person
back to
also.
Attack.
We go back to the Attack, who chose category 8, Mark, and now he's going to find himself on some planets and locations.
That he is. And for 3 points, and to once again take the lead, in Episode 7, The Force Awakens, the First Order captures Poe Dameron and kills Lor Santeca in what village on Jakku?
Tanul Village.
That is correct
it's a
for
location
3 points,
in
and
the
once
Lego
again,
game.
Gold Leader now finds
need
himself
to go back
trailing
and play
this
that
time
game to
by
finish
2
it, though.
points. The good news for him, Christian, he can
If
get
I
that lead
go
back
back
if
to
he
that
nails his
game,
3-pointer.
I would have remembered
He's
that
got to
location
get
better.
his 3-pointer here, and it is going to be in the realm of
This is
heroes.
such a broad
Heroes.
category.
That it is, and he's looking to become one himself, at least for his faction. And that question.
Miss.
To retake the lead and to force your opponent to hit his 5-pointer.
I just heard a Roxy in the background.
While on Exegol, what does Luke say through the Force to Rey at the end of The Rise of Skywalker? We are looking for the quote.
Sorry, I want to make sure I got it started. Rey, the Force will be with you always.
You got it correct, and that is
I-
3 points,
I
and
know
now
what
it all comes down
Anakin
to this
said.
for the Attack.
He said bring balance to the Force.
All right, so
as I
now
once
we
did.
get
If they
to
asked about Anakin, I would
Zach's
have known.
5-pointer. He hits it,
And
it
Kanan
bounces
after what
back to
happened
Gold
last
Leader
time.
and forces Gold Leader to win it. However, if he does not answer correctly, then Gold Leader
Two of my
will be
favorite
going
characters
to the
of all time,
finals.
so.
He chose category 12.
And the smile on my face might hint as to what movie it is. It is Return of the Jedi. And for 5 points,
of the
and to
Jedi.
force Gold Leader to hit his last question, your query is as follows. In Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, on board the second Death Star, Emperor Palpatine is assisted by 2 advisors wearing purple attire. Name both of them.
Both of them?
Sim Alu and Janice Grijatis.
Wow. Wow.
Christian, it's correct, as it
Wow.
always is. And now Gold Leader isn't going to be nearly as casual because he has to hit his 5-pointer in order to retake the lead and indeed win the match. It all comes down to this.
That's how deep the questions
That's right. It
are.
all comes down to this,
Star
Mark.
Wars.
If he hits it, he's going to the finals. However, if he misses, then Zach the Attack Burkett will be going to the finals. Here is the final question, Mark. It is in the realm of The Empire Strikes Back.
And I knew the smile on your face indicated that, partner, for 5 points and the win to advance to the finals of the Star Wars Schmoedown tournament. Your question. In Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, when the Falcon grasps onto an Imperial cruiser to avoid detection, what solar system are they all in?
He knows this.
The Inuit system?
And your winner, advancing to the finals, Gold Leader! does it. Gold leader does it. He advances to the finals. That's 3 more points for the Finstock Exchange. He does it 3-0 in the Star Wars division. Great start from the rookie hotshot here. Gold leader making it to the finals. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Both men go perfect, except one does with multiple, one does without, and the one without is your winner here today. All right, gentlemen, congratulations. We're going to see you in just a moment with Steph. All right, Mark, so there are the winners, right? They're the Exchange. How many times have we said that this season? The Exchange wins again. It's not a TKO this time. Zack Burkett was not even close to that number because Zach's a real serious player. I mean, you know,
he's crazy good.
If he doesn't go to multiple choice and he guesses and maybe gets it right, we go to sudden death. But that's what happens in Star Wars.
Hey, you get the feeling we would have been here for a while if we did go to sudden death because these two players are just that good. Let's start with the page 2 headline about the managers. No offense to them, but they're on page 2 because they did what they do best, is unique, and that's as nice as I can put it, of a style as Finstock / Gucci / whoever the hell else he goes by is. He employed magnificently to his competitor, as did Roxy Striar. She had another one of her classic motivational, inspirational quotes going into round number 3, and it worked because Burkett went perfect. Unfortunately, so did Gold Leader in the all-important round number 3, and that front page headline is, both of these fellas know a whole crap ton about the galaxy far, far away, but only one could advance. Today it was Gold Leader.
These are very good players. Gold Leader is a scary player. He's a very scary player. He doesn't look like he gets rattled at all. That's kind of scary, especially for a rookie. Like, you know, and again, taking nothing away from Zach. Zach was a very knowledgeable player, and even when he went to multiple, though, for a second, you know, he was like, Gold Leader has the eye of the tiger right now, and we're going to hear more about it with Steph Sabra, who is standing by with Magnino and Gold Leader. Steph?
Congratulations, Gold Leader and Gucci. This was an exciting win. Gold Leader, you said that the haters don't like to see you happy, and that makes you happy, but I'm sure this win's got to make you even happier.
Absolutely. I want to move on. I'm excited to keep advancing as I am, so this is great.
All day long.
Gucci, how do you feel about Gold Leader's performance tonight?
I mean, like I said, you know, upon drafting him out of the dossier, we knew he was going to do this. That's 3 matches and only what not even one wrong. I mean, it's pretty fantastic stuff.
I think he might have got one wrong. I think,
you know, once again, a lot of people doubted what we do, and they're, to quote Lou Brown, they're eating sandwiches. You know, and that's pretty much what they're doing in Major League, Steph. I don't know you don't know that, but the bottom line is here, we just keep doing what we keep doing, which is winning. You know, this wasn't a TKO. Look, this guy, Bucket, whatever, he came in, he played really well.
Bucket.
But I saw it in his face. Once he knew he went to multiple choice, he was finished, because Gold Leader doesn't miss questions. And that's the bottom line. Roxy saw it. She knows, like I said, false memory syndrome galore over there. And it's going to keep happening. And she's going to wake up in a cold sweat tonight thinking she won. But guess what? She lost.
Gold Leader, let's talk about you had a perfect round 1, 2, and 3, but there was that moment in round 2 where he went to multiple choice. What were you feeling in that moment?
You knew it was over.
I breathed a sigh of relief because that is the Achilles heel of this division.
Yeah, multiple choice.
I think it can really mess you up to do that, and I was just relieved. It was a good time. But yeah, I keep talking. I'm sorry.
He's playing to win. Look at can't wipe the smile off his face. You're gonna have shirts of this guy.
We're shining on both of you today. That much was clear.
Those diamond hands. That's what we got.
Diamond bands.
Diamond hands.
Everybody else has got lettuce hands. We got diamond
lettuce hands.
Oh yes, lettuce, the opposite of diamonds.
Listen, they played well. And she's got the Star Wars guy over there who lost his belt as well. Obviously he's playing again for it soon. Whatever.
So
who
many
knows.
shots being fired.
But we're ready to play against anybody. We know in this division, and just by watching the last couple of matches in Star Wars, if you miss one question, you're pretty much done. especially against the elite. So anybody who's coming for Star Wars tournaments and, you ain't ready and you're going to miss one or two questions, basically, kiss yourself goodbye because it's a wrap. But anyway, like I said, we just keep piling up points. The rookies just keep on winning.
I don't
That's just
want
the
to know
facts.
that.
Diamond hand.
On
Diamond
fire.
hands
Diamond
phase
hands
arrives.
indeed. Well, let's talk about the next phase. Thomas Harper has beat Andres Cabrera. How are you feeling about that match going up against him, Gold Leader?
From my point of view, it's going tonight.
I've been waiting from the get-go.
And the
I want
live
to take
event.
out all three of these Dragon Con players, one after the other,
Wait,
like
so
a
it's
line of
3?
dominoes.
I thought there was 4.
And it's going to happen. It's going to happen now. So, the last one is going to fall, and I will be taking that belt. I assure you.
Yes, that is a guarantee.
I mean, this guy
I'm
versus
sure you'll be
Dimalasa
smiling the
would be
whole
very
time, Gold Leader.
interesting.
Congrats, Gucci. Mark
It's probably going to
Christian,
be another
back to you.
51-50 match.
Well, I mean, obviously a very, very happy Gucci, very happy Gold Leader. I mean, Gold Leader smiles. I think even if he was sad, he'd be smiling. So I don't know if he's happy or not, but
His face
he's
is just a
very
professional
confident
smile.
going into the finals and should be. The guy is scary. That's a scary player. There's no doubt about it. I don't care what you say about his behavior. I don't care what you say about who he runs with. You can say all that stuff and you'll be accurate. But what you can't say is that the guy is bad at trivia, Star Wars trivia, because he's really good. He's one of the best Star Wars players I've seen in this division. I have to tell you.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about the stuff in Nightmares, and I'm sure you and I just wake up in cold sweats having to field any of the questions that we just asked, regardless of who the opponent is. But for the caliber of player that he is going against now, you got to think that the key is to not let him get in their head. And I don't think that the attack let that happen today. Maybe leading up to the match, possibly he was thinking about the smile, but he clearly was prepared. He executed his game plan to a T and just had to go to multiple choice once. That's not a player getting in your head, Christian. That's just missing one little moment. That's a blip on the radar, but in the context of Star Wars at this level, it was the difference in the match.
I hate to open up old wounds, my friend, but this reminds me of season 1 of the Ultimate Schmoedown. A perfect game, but he still lost because he went to multiple choice. Yeah, it was you against JTE.
But that wasn't a multiple choice.
That was it. He didn't miss any questions. That's got to sting more than anything. Is when he didn't miss any questions. It was it wasn't anything he did wrong. He just went to multiple choice once, and that was it. So what can you do there? I mean, the guy. It wasn't like is he cut out for it? Yeah, this is a guy that could be a potential champion from the way that he was pulling answers, but. Gold Leader he just had his number today. So we're gonna talk to Steph Sabra, who is with Zach and Roxy.
Zach, Roxy, good to be with y'all. I know this didn't end up the way that y'all wanted, but Zach, incredible performance. Still got every single question right. How are you feeling after this match has now ended?
Oh, that was crazy. Congrats to Gold Leader. Good job. That was nuts. I mean, I feel I did pretty damn good. I didn't technically miss any questions. Like, it could not have been closer. Not necessarily. I mean, obviously, I was sure that I had that. I thought I was going to win it. Obviously, I'm disappointed that I didn't, but I still feel I did pretty well. So at least there's that.
Yeah, Zach, when you said Z6 Riot Control Baton, I was like, what? This man knows his stuff, and you really, really did. Roxy, I'm sure you're really proud of what Zach did today.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I think that this is his second match, and he had a perfect match.
Yeah.
And it's his second match ever. It's unbelievable. I think that, I wish we were in the studio together
Don't
because
scoff at that.
I think that for that final question in the second round, I would have screamed JTEs for you to call because it's in your, you know these things. You know all of the answers. And that's nothing to kick yourself over. That means what I feel good about with that is that you're already playing perfect. Now we just need to implement a little more strategy, which is knowing that when that final question hits in that round, going down by 2 is worth the risk as opposed to going up by 1 because of how round 3 works with the numbers. So, when you know your player has it in them, I'm just so impressed by what he was able to do. And I know that we can take it to the next level because it wasn't a lack of knowledge. I think that this was just about that knowing that you can go to multiple choice, because if there wasn't multiple choice in that round, then I think we would have gone perfect without it. So, I want Zack to fully believe in himself in every single thing that he brings to the table. And I want Gold Leader to stop believing so much in himself, because the lack of humility is disturbing. And to be honest,
exchange.
Yes, I have been in a place, Gucci, where I too have said that a player doesn't miss. But all players miss at some point, as the Stars learned the hard way. And if you think that Gold Leader is better than an Alex Damon, and you guys are so cocky that you believe that Gold Leader is never going to miss, that is absolutely going to be your demise, because not a single player in the
overconfidence is your weakness,
doesn't
Gucci.
ever miss. So good luck with that one. And by the way, just as a quick reminder for whatever brain injury it is that you think that I have, I beat you last year in the standings.
Yep.
Came in ahead of you. So I think you're the one who's injured, and it's rubbing off on Gold Leader, and I feel bad for him because apparently that smile has been knocked into his face. We'll see how it works out for him.
He has missed one question. I don't know if you guys forgot about that. In his first match, he did miss one.
Yeah!
But
like
I said! But he never misses.
Yeah, I
Zach
thought he did in his first match, but I wasn't sure about
That
it.
is a powerful message that you are
right.
coming with right now. But let's talk about the history of you and Gold Leader. You have said that he annoys you, and I could definitely understand that. A player who's talking a lot, who's smiling in your face and kind of throwing it back at you. Do you think that got in your head in any way too much during this match?
Nah, I don't worry about him. I don't know. No, he's I mean, he's a Finstock guy. I mean, they all have their shtick and they're all clowns and goofballs, and I mean, you can't take them seriously. So no, I don't let that bother me. I just look at him as another one of the circus freaks,
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited to see what was that, Roxy?
I just wish we could play the match again right this second, because Zack is a better player than Gold Leader is. He is. Zack is a star, and this is not going to be the last time you see Zack playing this season. I know he's going to be belted at some point, and I think that Gold Leader is cocky and is in for something else. But, it happened where one point made all the difference today, and I'm just so proud of you, Zack, that on your second match out, that this is what you were able to do. You grew from your first match to your second match, and there's not even that, there's very little room for growth now, but you're going to hit that ceiling, and then you're just going to take over the world. You're so talented, so I'm just really, really proud of you.
Yeah, Zack, there's no way anyone in this tournament isn't looking at you as a major threat moving forward, and I'm excited to see you two work together more and get those techniques down. And then maybe one day we can be back in studio, but until then, best of luck, and great to see you both. Christian, Mark, back to you.
All right, look, this is a thing that's never going to end as long as Gucci and Roxy are managing or in the league, for that matter, because they have that thing. Now the question is, I don't think Roxy will ever admit if she thinks Gucci is a good manager or not. She'll always say he's terrible, and Dagnina will never have good things to say about her. But what you can't deny is what both of these competitors did here today. There was no one. They both got 100% today.
Yeah.
They both were 100%. Just one used multiple, one didn't. That was the winner. That was it. That's what it came down to. That is what the Star Wars division is all about.
Yeah.
You could look at this match, Christian. I say if we played it again 10 more times, then it might be different outcomes or different missed questions on both gentlemen's behalf. But today, when it did matter, it was Gold Leader just by that much. And we've seen it happen in sports where it's an inch, it's a down, it's a tuck rule, and it leads to multiple championships and a dynasty sometimes. And so what is this win going to do for Gold Leader? By the narrowest of margins, can it careen him all the way to, as he thinks, a Star Wars belt, or will his journey end, at least for the moment, in the championship, the finals of this tournament? We'll have to wait and see.
And Gold Leader, now can he become the Dragon Slayer? He's going to try to find out if he can do it by beating Thomas Harper, the Major, who has made it all the way through. He is also 3-0, 2 3-0 Star Wars competitors. Can it happen? The prodigy in Thomas Harper against the unknown Finstock Exchange Gold Leader. What a matchup for the finals.
Thing.
All right, Mark, so that's it. That's going to happen. That's going down. But the exchange is another story here, too. With all of these rookie wins, with this tournament run by Gold Leader, they are right up at the top here. And it is a far cry from A, what they were doing last year, and B, from what everybody thought they were going to be doing this year.
It's really impressive to see what the Finstock Exchange. Now, you and I have been gushing about their rookie class coming in, but it remains to be seen if they can carry the load through the rest of the season, because there's going to be a lot of tournaments. There's going to be a lot of opportunities for managers and factions to pick up boatloads of points in a hurry. Right now, Finstock Exchange looking like they are one of the teams that has the hot hand. Can the Stars get that hot hand back? There's a lot of opportunity, Christian. It's just a matter of getting wins, getting momentum, and it helps having a player like a Gold Leader.
Well, Gold Leader has done it. He's in the finals, and now the Exchange picking up some more points. 3 big points here today. Thank you once again to Mark Ellis. Thank you to our team over at Skybound, and to Roxy and Dagnino, and to Steph Sabra here today. Thank you to you all. Make sure, please, head on over to patreon.com/Schmoedown. All of the pay-per-views that we have, you can get them $10 and up, or you can go to the schmoedownlive.com. 3 big pay-per-views a month, and look at all of the great events we have coming up. Make sure you check it out and subscribe here today if you haven't done that already. So, for the great Mark Ellis, I'm Christian Harloff. See you next time.
Well, that was a great match, and again, heartbreaking loss for the Attack Zack Burkett, only losing because he went to multiple choice. I mean, that's just... I mean, people won't like to downplay the Star Wars division. I mean, people like that, just get these people out of here. I mean, you don't know how serious and how difficult this division is. And matches like this are a definite proof of that. In any case, I only got 11 questions right. I mean, to be quite honest, I said this multiple times. I haven't watched the movies in a while. I'm just going off of memory that's been around for a while, for a couple of years now. To be honest, I'm just really focused on. I have this Harry Potter specific match coming up, and I'm right now. Most, if not all, of my energy is directed towards that match. So yeah, doesn't really leave a lot of room for Star Wars. But I will get back on the Star Wars train as soon as I'm done with that. Don't you worry about that one bit. But yeah, congratulations to Gold Leader, the Dragon Slayer, as they're calling him now. And I can't wait to see him later tonight against the Major, Thomas Harper. Hopefully I can get some rest before that match starts. So, see you all then. And until then, everybody, may the Force be with you, and I will see you in the next match. Schmoedown! Hello again, everybody. I really hope you enjoyed this video, because I really enjoyed making it. So, if you like what you've seen here, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more awesome content like this. So, until next time, guys, I'll see you guys next time.